things have changed since COVID, and we have no reason to think that we can go back to doing things the way we used to. Oh, okay. No reason to think that things will go back to the way they were. And anytime soon, I think we have a new awareness, there's new sensitivity. When you're visiting people, the number one thing is going to be to figure out what their comfort level is and to respect their comfort level, whatever your passions and commitments are around this pandemic. We need to honor the person we're visiting. We're there for them. So however you feel about masking, if they're really uncomfortable, we need to mask when we're talking to them. So I'm just, there's things like, for those of you who haven't been to a long-term care facility recently, you'll find that when you go in there, you need to set aside some extra time for walking through those doors. Some of them will make you take a COVID test and then sit and wait the 15 minutes to get your results. Some of them are a lot more casual. You can just test yourself and they trust you, but you need to spend the extra time. You're going to have a COVID test if you go into a long-term care facility. So things like that, never before. In all the decades I've been visiting people in hospitals, and I've never had to do that. So everything takes longer. And so that's something to keep in mind. Calling the person you're visiting first. You might not have ever done that before. Maybe you have. Just things like that. I'm wondering, now I know that people are quite engaged in this kind of visiting, and one of the first questions I wanted to ask is, what changes have you noticed since COVID that could affect the way that we visit people? And if you're going to be talking on Zoom, Karen is going to be facilitating that, or Darren and Karen. And if anybody here in the room wants to talk, I'm just going to ask you to go up to that microphone. So what changes have you noticed since COVID that are affecting how we visit? Some of them are just so obvious, you're thinking, why do I even need to mention that?
Wanda, it's Donna Bignall, and I think that the people are just anxious to see you. All of a sudden, they've got somebody to talk to.
There's an urgency to it, maybe, that there wasn't. Or maybe there was before as well, but there's an urgency now. Yeah, thank you, Donna. Has anybody done a lot of phone visiting? This was new for me. I never prayed on the phone before COVID. Now I'm really comfortable with it. Well, so people here in the room are saying there's a lot more phone visiting happening. Yeah.
And that's what I found. There was a lot more on the phone. And no, I haven't got used to praying on the phone. I haven't been asked to do that, but I would certainly do it. But yeah, lots of phone calls, and they love it. People just love it. Yeah.
Who was that? Sorry, I can't see.
It's Donna again. Donna Bignall.
Oh, it's you again, Donna. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, and this is, as the evening goes on, more and more things will come out. But I think it's just really, you can't underscore enough how we're in a new world. And when we do things now, we have to be very mindful of how comfortable. One of the biggest things that I've found is that I think collectively, and I've said this before, it sounds melodramatic, but we've all been traumatized. Collectively, as a society, we've been traumatized by COVID. And it's really important to lift that up because it explains why some people are very, very cautious even today, and other people are going the opposite way because they're also traumatized for different reasons. So it's important to be so gentle